Hi, this is Trish, and after seeing the latest movie of Star Wars, The Force Awakens, I couldn't help but be drawn into the debate about who Rey's parents are. Now, I've actually thought about this quite in detail and come up with about 5 pages worth of notes. Now, I was going to go through that, but I think that would be as painful for you as it would be for me, so I'm just going to jump straight to my point. Now, before I do, I am actually going to give you a hint to give you a chance to figure out who I might be alluding to. Now, one of the main comments that's come out of The Force Awakens is that it follows in similar footsteps to A New Hope, one of the original movies. If that continues to be the case in the next movie, then we might see Rey follow the footsteps of Luke through Empire Strikes Back. Now, for Luke, the big reveal in Empire Strikes Back was hardly a happy occasion. It was quite the opposite. Luke did not find out that his father was Obi-Wan Kenobi. He found out that it was the ultimate evil guy, Darth Vader. So if the next movie continues in the same tradition, then we can expect that Rey will not find out that her parents are either Luke or Leia, or that she's of Skywalker bloodline. We'll probably find out that it's quite the opposite. So if we are going to follow the tradition, then we expect Rey's parents to be a supervillain. If that is the case, it definitely wouldn't be Kylo Ren, because they're approximately the same age, if not the same age. So if it's not Kylo Ren, then Rey's father would then be Snoke. And that's what my theory is. I reckon that Rey's father is Snoke. Now, what is your first reaction to that? Is it no? Well, that would be the same reaction that Emperor Strikes Back would have had when it was revealed that Darth Vader was Luke's father. So if we really think about it, it's quite possible that Snoke is Rey's father. I mean, let's address the biggest problem that first comes to mind about why Snoke might not be Rey's father, and that would be his appearance. Now, the first thing, obviously, is his size. In The Force Awakens, he appears as this big, humongous, golem-looking alien thing. The first thing we can address, I guess, is his size. I mean, in the movie, he's not actually present in front of General Hux or Kylo Ren. It's actually a projection. And because he's projecting himself, it could very well mean that he's quite of small stature, or at least of human stature. And the reason why he's being projected as such a huge, humongous person is, one, to sort of give him a more intimidating look in the first movie, add to the drama, but also to maybe distract us from thinking that Snoke might very well be the father. I mean, most people, or a lot of people, have seen Snoke and his projected size and have assumed that he is actually a giant being. That could very well be incorrect. Now, the whole alien golem-looking creature that he looks like, well, if we consider the past, we would know that obviously Darth Sidious was actually Senator Palpatine, and Palpatine was quite a human, nice, friendly-looking man that turned into some, grotesque, hideous creature as Darth Sidious. So obviously that happened within Anakin's timeline, so it's quite possible that Snoke was actually a human, or human-looking, and with his journey into the dark side has obviously manipulated his how he looks, and has turned him into some grotesque looking creature like it did with Palpatine. So that could be one explanation. The other explanation that sort of supports that is that it's actually come out that Snoke has a rather damaged past. He may have been injured, he may have been in some sort of a battle, which also adds to the storyline and adds to him potentially being Rey's father, and what might have happened to Rey's mother, and why he may have turned to the dark side. Now, if that is the case, it would explain that big scar on the top of his head, and it would also support some of the information coming out about him being damaged by his past. So that is my big reveal. I think that Snoke, going in tradition with the previous movies, he's the father of Rey.